All right. Today we're going to do a Be a Better You seminar, and we're going to target on being the guy or girl that you would want to be in a friendship with, right? All right, we're going to start off just by being a better you. We're going to start off by, I would just recommend everybody just clean it out. So when I say clean it out, your car, if you just clean your car out, take the trash out of your car, inside and out, wipe it down. A clean car is how you get around. A clean car will make you feel better, you know? If it doesn't make you feel better, at least you got a clean car. You clean your house or your room up. Cleanliness is next to godliness, right? So a clean house equals clean energy. And clean energy will be a better you, right? It's easier to breathe in a clean room. The next piece we're going to go over is listening. You'd be amazed at how far just listening will get you, right? Everybody wants to talk, but no one wants to listen. Talking ain't no good if no one listens to you. Listen to others. Listen to what's going on. Take into consideration how others feel. Being a better you isn't just about you. It's about everybody else, you know. Being a better you is nothing if it doesn't benefit everyone, right? So you can learn a lot about someone by just listening to them. Listening can improve relationships as well as teach you that everyone's thought process is different. So everyone doesn't look at things the way Jordan looks at things, right? Dustin and Jordan, y'all look at some things the same and a lot of shit different. Travis, you got it going on. All right, so then we're going to say admitting when you're wrong, right? As a man or woman, it's hard to admit when you're right or when you're wrong. It's easy to admit when you're right, but when you're wrong, it's hard to, you kind of feel embarrassed, right, when you're wrong. Apologizing is a big part of being a better you. Sometimes pride gets in the way, and it's difficult to admit when we're wrong. We get embarrassed and defensive. But part of being better you involves getting a little uncomfortable. When you're wrong, you're wrong. Admit you're wrong, and then we can move forward, you know. With that being said, that leads us to accepting responsibility. Being a better you is about accepting responsibility. It's not always someone else's fault when things don't go the way you planned. We tend to make excuses and point the finger of blame at other people or someone else. Part of becoming a better you is learning to accept responsibility for your actions. All right, the last bullet I'm going to point to is doing the right thing, even when no one's looking, right? Integrity. Being a better you is not just being a better you when you're around everybody. You want to be a better you when it's just you, when you're alone. What you do when no one's looking means the most. And I recommend that, you know, everyone keep your word. Part of being you is your word. It takes years to make it and one little lie to break it. Your character is who you are. And realizes life is deeper. It's deeper than just your point of view. Being a better you is taking everyone into consideration. Travis, I'm going to give this highlighter to you. Oh, yeah, remember who the fuck you are.
No, but everything Will said, I mean, hey, that's true, but I want to just back up for a minute. First, look, I'm not putting anybody on the spot, but we got to give a little bit of acknowledgement to Will because, look, you got a lot of gyms, you got a lot of gym owners, look, all over the world right here in Anderson, but just think about it. How many gyms are doing stuff like this? Like how many, look, you can do all the squats, push-ups, sit-ups, you can do 315 as much as you want to, but look, if your mind is not right, ain't nothing right. So we got to give a huge shout out to Will. But everybody that's here, next time, bring somebody. Just bring somebody else with you so we can get this going. We can do this, what, monthly? Yeah. Do it monthly? So be a better you. Look, these are 3 steps. These are just my 3 steps now. But, hey, it's stuff I do, stuff I practice, and it works for me. So now the way I want to do this, because I know it can be boring just sitting and listening to people talk. So, look, I'm going to hit bullet number 1, and then I want us to kind of discuss it. But, again, I'm not putting nobody on blast. I'm not trying to call anybody out. But, like, that's the purpose of being here. I mean, this is like a no-judgment zone, so we need to, like, talk and just kind of be a little interactive a little bit. Does everybody agree with that? Again, I'm not going to ask nobody to raise their hand or anything, but, huh? Yeah. So,
Look at it.
shh. No. Yeah. Don't talk unless you raise your hand. Yeah. So let's back up for 1 second. So what I was saying about Will, we need to start using the hashtag. We already say what, my gym is better than yours. We need to start using also hashtag more than just the gym, because I think we need to bring that back. I think that is what really sits Iron Covenant apart, will apart. But number one, you got to know who you are. Have y'all heard that before? This is what I think the single most important job in this lifetime is to figure out why you are here. And that's called purpose. Everybody know what purpose is. But look, that's the biggest job. You got to figure out what your purpose is. Why is Dustin here? Why is Jordan here? Why is Will here? And see, you have to know who you are, because if you don't know who you are, what's going to happen, you'll grow up trying to please mama, trying to please daddy. I have a lot of friends that are in like professional fields because, well, that's what my uncle did, or that's what my grandmama said I should do, and they are miserable. So you got to know who you are, and you got to identify your own dreams, and then just go after that. I mean, your dreams are not Will dreams, my dreams are not Dustin dreams, whatever your dreams are, you got to go after it and make it happen. I listen to a lot of motivational, like little 2-3 minute things and stuff. And so, like, as far as like dreams, if I say I want to cut grass, Will might think that's a stupid ass dream. Like, I mean, he might just think like, yeah, right, and look just like that. You want to cut grass. But I was listening to the story, same scenario. This guy, he was like, he can't go out to the club because he got to cut like 10 yards on Saturday morning. So everybody was like picking at him, saying, man, you know, why you want to go cut grass and weed eat? We're going out drinking or whatever. So like today, and this is a true story, that guy is actually in Detroit making $2 million a year because he has like a grass cutting business. He has like 10 trucks, like 50 employees. He has like all of the state building contracts, all the school contracts. Like he cuts grass like year round. So whatever your dream is, just go for it. And like you have to be so skilled at it. I wear this bracelet that says be so good that they can't ignore you. So back to that story about the guy cutting grass. Like he's so good and has all of the contracts in Detroit, it snows a lot. So those same trucks that he used to pull all the lawnmowers with, he put the snow plows on front. And then he makes like another $1 million just through all of the snow and ice season. But I just wanted to share that with y'all to let you know, hey, whatever your dream is, go after it and make it happen. So one of the biggest takeaways from this is after today, you need to like think about like why am I really here? Like what do I really want to do in this lifetime? This book right here, this is an old book, but it's called 1 Month to Live, 30 Days to a No Regret Life. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a big reader, but I've read this book 5-6 times. Sometimes I can just flip through it. It's by Kerry and Chris Shook. I really challenge somebody to get this book. You can get this book, Jordan? Okay. Me and you'll have a one-on-one book club. We'll read it together. Nah, but this is a really good book, all jokes aside, though. Number 2, you got to be responsible for your own life. This is something that I've dealt with. You can't be a better you going through life placing blame on other people. You cannot go through life pointing your finger at other people. Again, I'm not putting anybody on the spot. I'll just say I know someone who would literally call me for advice, but the conversation turns to what somebody said on the school bus in 1993. Like, here it is, 2020. You know what I'm saying? You can't let somebody define you like that. So take responsibility for your own life. You know, whatever has happened, whatever the situation may have been, hey, it is what it is. Deal with it and move on. That's how I live my life. You know, you can't live in the past. You know, that's like running track. I like using a lot of scenarios. I used to run track, you know, so that's like if I'm running the 4x4 or 4x8, and let's say if Will is beside me and Dustin's on this side, we trying to get to the finish line. I can't be running, looking at Will, trying to see what he's doing because that's slowing myself down. So that's the same thing whenever you just keep looking at stuff in the past. So, man, be quiet. So be responsible for your own life. I could spend 2 or 3 hours on that right there. In fact, with that right there on Open the Cage, I said, I don't care what your mama did or your daddy didn't do. This is your life. Step up to the bat, swing, make your own dreams come true. Don't be afraid to swing, man. You know, if you watch baseball, you might swing 1,000 times. I read something where Michael Jordan had like, now this is probably wrong, but I can't remember the number, but it was something like 1,200 shots, and he's only made like 300. And I was like, Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying? But people don't talk about how many times you struck out. They talk about how many times you hit. So whatever your dream is, just take responsibility for it. Hey, step up to the bat and swing no matter how many times you miss. You can swing 1,000 times, but I guarantee you, you will hit at least one time. And that one home run is all it takes. I said I wasn't going to put nobody on the spot, but this isn't really putting nobody on the spot. But I like to use stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because you can talk, but you got to give examples. You know, let's just say, well, I don't know what happened before starting the gym, but you know, you might have swung out a lot, but hell, but you hit with that shirt. You know, the animal lives within. All you have to do is open the cage. So, but that hit, I mean, that was the shirt. That was a gym. That was a gym across the street, and that's why we all here, because hey, you took a chance. You took responsibility for your own life, and you made this happen. So that's number 2. So number 1 was know who you are. Number 2 is be responsible for your own life. Anybody want to say anything about that, about being responsible for your own life? You got anything to say? You front and center. You got anything to say? Oh, edit that part out. So number 3, I think this is my biggest thing right here. And this is something that I practice daily. I didn't always practice it daily. Will has called me out on it. And I don't mind being called out on stuff, because you can't be afraid to be called out on stuff if you want to grow. You know what I'm saying? Really, somebody's not your friend if they just sit there and just watch you go down the wrong path and don't call you out on nothing. And nobody says anything about it. So number 3 for me is be responsible for the energy that you bring. Right now, we're all in a good mood, just sitting here talking. Somebody can walk in that door in a bad mood, and that is, you can't see it, but that is contagious. That would get on me. That would get on you. So, I mean, I'm even at the point where I have asked people to leave my house, because I'm in a good mood. You know, you're not going to come in my 4 walls and make me feel bad. You know, you're not going to come in here and bring all your problems in my driveway, because what happens with that, if I come around you, I'm in a bad mood. I'm telling you what happened 5 years ago. So whenever I leave you, so now you in a bad mood. You know what I'm saying? It's like I had my problems in the wheelbarrow, then I just came and dumped them in the gym, and damn, now Will got to clean this up. Now Will got to deal with this. Now you got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. So make sure you are responsible for the energy that you bring wherever you go. In a joking way, but I was serious. Before I even stepped in the door yesterday, I asked Dustin, I was like, man, how's the energy in here? Because I feel good today. Like, I text Will at like 7:30 the other morning. I was like, man, the day is going to be a good day. And I really had a good day that day. So one more thing real quick, because I don't want to talk y'all to death. But you got to be careful of the words you speak to be a better person. I mean, the last one I said was like my number 1. Then I said this one was my number 1. And this one right here might be my number 1. But all of them are like my top. And I used to be guilty of this a lot. So now whenever I wake up in the morning, I'm telling you, as soon as you wake up, before you get out of bed, don't even reach for your cell phone. Because 9 times out of 10 when we wake up, first thing we do, we reach for our cell phone. Instagram, Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Something negative. So like now when I wake up, I'm like, the day is going to be a good day. Like I literally say that out loud. So what I think happens, so everybody know like a factory. Just say like you got a big long assembly line. So really think about this now. I'm going to teach y'all something real quick. So let's say, yeah, the left and the right Twix factory, that commercial. So let's say like you got an assembly line. And you got like all of the workers, let's say like they got to pull and fulfill an order. I think whenever you wake up, if I say, man, I'm going to have a bad day today, it's like in my head, you know, the factory, like they say, hey, Travis said he's going to have a bad day today. It's like the world, the universe just start making things happen. Well, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. Like he's really going to have a bad day. If I say, you know, if I was training, man, these clients going to get on my nerve today. They going to be canceling. They going to be late. Man, it's like the universe shift to accommodate whatever you ask for. So they going to be late. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be in a bad mood. But if you wake up, if you be like, man, I'm going to have a good day today. I'm going to make some money today. I'm going to make some people smile today. I'm going to eat me some good food today. It's like everything just lines up perfect. So I'm telling you, there is power in the words that you say. Again, I'm not gonna say I made somebody leave, but I'm like, man, you can't be sitting in my passenger seat with all this negative stuff. Cause damn, now I'm at the red light mad, and I don't even know why. Because you know you talking all this negative stuff. So just be mindful of the words that you say every day. That's good or bad. I believe your words can like will stuff to you. Like you can draw stuff to you. Like I say, you might think I'm crazy, but I'm real big into that energy. You know what I'm saying? Because what you put out in the world comes back to you. I'm real big on that. So if you put out good stuff is going to come back to you. And all of that will make you a better you. But the main thing is you have to figure out who you are. Before you can execute any of this, you got to know exactly who you are. You are not defined by I'm not defined by what Will said. I'm not defined by what Dustin said. I can't tell Dustin who he is. He has to figure that out for himself and then go about his business and make that happen. I mean, that's the #1 goal. Like I say, I keep referring to stuff I've written. But, I mean, I said I would hate to die with an unborn dream still on the inside. So every morning I get up, I run for my life. Like every morning, I got the same 24 hours Will got. And what really, I'm just like talking now because there's some other stuff coming up. But what really makes me mad is when, you know, just to be honest, I've had people come to me and say, Will got it made. Man, he just ride around all day, work out when he wants to. And I'm like, nobody just threw Will a pair of keys and said, hey, here's a gym, man. Like, he had to bust his ass to make that happen. You got to make your life happen. If you waiting on somebody to save you or help you, you wasting your time. You are responsible for your own life. If you want 2 gyms, you can have 2 gyms, but you got to work to make that happen. You know, 4 or 5, you know, you can't just lay in the bed and say, well, I wish or I hope, or you got to get up and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? If you're not willing to get up, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. You know, you can't, you know, I didn't get this book out because it's Will's fault. That was my fault. So take responsibility for your own actions. So know who you are. Like forgiveness, you got to forgive the past. Take responsibility for your own actions and be responsible for the energy that you bring into a room. I don't care if you go into the restaurant, the waitress, the waiter, like everybody feeds off the same energy. I can be having a bad day and somebody can call me at 6 o'clock in the morning. I mean, initially I'm like, why are you calling me at 6 o'clock? But the next thing I know, they motivated me. That's contagious. So I might shoot Will a text 7:30 when I'm normally asleep. Will gonna call somebody yelling in the phone all happy. So that's just contagious. That's just like a snowball effect. But same token, if I'm mad at you, I'm mad at you. I come in the gym not speaking, that's gonna be contagious. But with all that being said, next time everybody bring somebody. Try to bring somebody. Like I said, we can grow this thing big. I like talking, Will like talking. I like putting stuff together like this, you know. And speaking of purpose, I mean, I think one of my things is like helping people and writing and stuff like that. And you know, writing the spoken word poetry and you know, you can go check out YouTube, Iron Covenant YouTube, and look at some of those videos. We got some more coming, getting Dustin to help me out. Telling little stories through the videos and stuff like that. But I promise you, this is the last thing, Will. Don't sit down. This is the last thing. Support other people. You gotta, but you know, and with that being said, you gotta surround yourself with people that are on the same mission as you. You know what I'm saying? You might not want to own a gym. You know, that's fine. You might not want to be a personal trainer. You know, you might want a clothing store or something. That's fine, but the thing is, everybody wants something. You got to be around people that want something. People that will elevate you and push you. You know, kind of like football. If I'm running the ball, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need Will to block for me. You know, I need Dustin to block on this side. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to throw to Jordan. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want y'all just to stand and watch me get tackled. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to, like, help me out. We're all on the same mission. So, like, you know, if somebody's selling shirts, you know what I'm saying, you get that person's shirt. If somebody's cutting hair, you know, you might go to that person and get their hair cut. You got to support one another. You got to push one another. I'm the type of person, I love seeing people succeed. I like that, you know. I I want this gym to be so full, you know what I'm saying? We try to get the bank over there, you know, it's so big, you know what I'm saying? I want Jordan to have so many clients, you know. We might have to help him start scheduling people because he got so many. Like, that's just the type of person I am. But whenever you push people like that, I'm telling you, what you send out, good will come back to you. But I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to leave that alone. Anybody want to say anything? I mean, I see some people smiling and stuff, so maybe somebody got something out of it.
Every damn day.
And that book right there, y'all, was called...
With a purpose. Find your purpose.
Right. Everybody got a purpose.
You might think you found out who you are, and you know yourself, but that's when the journey really begins.
Right.
When the work starts.
And a lot of people don't really find their purpose because they're scared of failing. But to me, there's no such word as failure, because like if something don't happen the way I wanted it to happen, or let's just say fail, to me, that's just like life saying, nah, Travis, that wasn't for you. You know, something better over here on this side. So we ain't going to let this happen so you can go in this direction. So failure is just like life redirecting you to where you really should be. So don't look at it as a failure. What's that saying? You only fail when you don't try? You like you want to say something else, man. You over there like a...
I mean, failure, that's what made me a better me.
It's failing.
Mistakes.
Right.
Dumbass.
Right.
Learning from it, you know? I mean, yeah, I've made the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
I can do it 3 times.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta be better unless you want to keep, you know, failing, doing dumb shit. I mean, I don't know, man. It's too much.
And really, you need to...
Talk about this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me. I could too, because really you need, like, don't be afraid to fail. I mean, honestly, you need to fail at something, because that build your character, like that build your muscle right there to keep trying and like go into a different direction to make it happen. Because everything starts with a thought and an idea. Exactly. Everything starts in your mind. Everything starts with a thought.
Don't just go through life, grow through life.
Right. Okay. You want this? I mean. You know, like what he said about thoughts, your thoughts are powerful. Everything starts with a thought. I mean, think about, I don't know who created laptops, but that started in somebody's mind. Like, what if he would have said, oh, man, that's stupid. I mean, exactly. I mean, what if they would have been like, oh, man, that's stupid. Like who's going to plug up something and start typing stuff on it? You know what I mean? Saying, now look at what we got. Man, I read a lot, and, you know, there's like certain actors and actresses and all that stuff that, you know, try to talk themselves out of going for an audition, and now they're making like $20 million a picture, like the #1 person. So you have thoughts. I guess what I'm trying to say, you have thoughts for a reason. So whatever your thoughts are, they were given to you for a reason. Everybody got dreams for a reason. So whatever it is, execute it and go for it, because it wasn't, you know, for... This little story I heard, I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny, but it really makes you think. Somebody asked, I seen this interview, they was asking Michael Jackson, why does he work so hard? Why does he record so many songs or whatever? And he was like, well, I always get this in my head. And he was like, and if I don't do it, God's going to give it to Prince. Like, he was worrying about Prince recording the music. You know what I'm saying? So you get thoughts for a reason. So, like, make it happen. Go for it. I'm here to help make it happen. Whatever I can do, Will's here. And, you know, you can call Will 24/7, you know. You can call me, you know. Yeah, you can call me,
Between 9 and 5.
Yeah, between 9 and 5, nah, whatever. But that's all I got. I appreciate everybody coming, opportunity and all that, you know. I'm looking forward to doing it. I'm looking forward to doing it again.